Hi, good morning everyone. It's Taylor here with BreakOut Studios online videos and Polar walking around somewhere. Today we're going to be doing some pointe technique. So just like usual, I'll get this camera set up and play some music, and then we'll get going here in a few minutes, give people time to join, get their pointe boots on, start warming up, and we'll get going here pretty soon. All right. Also, I'm wearing tights for the first time in like a year, so we're moving up. All right, let's get started. We're gonna do a slightly different warm-up today. If you've taken my pointe classes, we've always done the same warm-up, so today is gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna kind of really focus on making sure that our ankles are rolling up nice and straight, and we're putting that energy right into our second metatarsal. So we're not going over here, we're not going over our big toe. Yeah, so we're gonna have roll through 4 counts in parallel. Demi, and pointe, and demi, back to parallel. Tendu out parallel. We're gonna cross it over, stretch out that arch, 5 and 6 and 7, back to parallel. Other side, demi and pointe, and demi, going through a straight ankle, parallel, and out, and over, stretch it out, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Then we have 2 relevés, plie, releve in parallel, plie, releve, and now straight, straight, and up, and straight, and up, and then roll through, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, reverse, and 6, and 7, turn it out to first position. Same thing, demi, and pointe, going through a straight ankle, not sickling, demi, and first, tendu out, we're gonna force over the arch, 6 and 7, back to first. Demi and pointe, demi and first, tendu, and over, back to pointe, and first. 2 plie relevés, up, plie, releve, 2 straight, straight, press up, roll down, press up, then roll through, 2 and 3, roll down, reverse, and 6 and 7, and we'll finish there. Yeah, so one more time. Demi, point, demi, parallel, out, push over. We're pushing over to get that, stretch out that arch. 7, 8, left side, point, demi, parallel, out, push over. 7, 8, 2 plie relevés, down, and up, and down, and up, and 2 straight, up, down, and up, and then a roll through, and reverse, turn out to first. Same thing, demi point, demi down, over, force over the arch, same thing to left, and then our 2 plie relevés, 2 straight, and then a roll through, and a reverse. And I'll call things out too. So the whole purpose of this combination with these demi point, demi flat is making sure that we're going up with a nice straight ankle so that when we do our plie relevés later on, we still have that straight ankle rolling up and coming back down. Yeah? All right, starting in parallel. And I'll call things out too. Starting in parallel, demi point, demi's parallel. 6 and 7 and 8. And right foot, demi and point and demi parallel. Tendu out, cross over, stretch over the arch. Tendu back to parallel. Left side, demi and point, going through with a straight ankle, demi, parallel. Tendu out and push over the arch. Back to parallel. 2 plie relevés. Plie, releve, keep those ankles straight. And now straight, roll down straight, press up, straight, press up, roll through, plie, over the arches, leave the ankles together, resist down, reverse the roll through, 2 first, right foot, demi, and point. This one's a harder one, make sure we're not sickling. Tendu, force over the arch, keep that ankle straight, back to first, demi, point, and demi, rolling down straight ankle, tendu, and over, point, back to first, 2 plie relevés, up, keeping that same straight ankle we just worked on, and now straight, press up, lower straight, press up, rolling through, and up, resist down, reverse, and over, plie, and stretch, good. Nice. So now carrying that same mentality of always taking care that we're going up and down with our ankles nice and straight. We're not going up and then fixing it at the top. Let's go on to a plie releve, the same one that we did last week. So now we're gonna do some relevés and practice that little demi point. So we're gonna have plie, releve, demi point, plie, releve, demi point, one more plie, releve, lower down straight, up straight, lower down straight, up straight, lower down, tendu second, same thing in second, plie, releve, demi point, just the toes, again, and up, just the toes, plie, releve, and straight, and up, and straight, and up, and straight, tendu fifth. Same thing, right foot front, tendu fifth, same thing, left foot front. With these fifths, we're not going up to susu. So plie, releve, just a releve in your fifth, demi point, plie, releve, demi point, plie, releve, lower straight, releve, lower straight, releve, lower straight. and then we'll switch to the other side. Yeah? So same thing with these plie releves, making sure that we're going up with nice straight ankles. We're not going up here. We're going up over our pinky toes. We're plieing and going up with nice straight ankles. We come down with straight ankles by squeezing and rotating the backs of our legs and pressing up with straight ankles, yeah? And for these little toes, remember it's not a true demi and then come back up. The ankle tries to stay exactly where it is. So we're up here and we're just using the toes and then pushing back up, yeah? So we're really gathering strength right in our toes and metatarsals. Plie, releve, demi-point, plie, releve, demi-point, plie, releve, straight, releve, straight, releve, straight, tendu second, tendu fifth, tendu other side fifth, and then we'll finish there. All right, here we go, straight ankle, strong toes. 6, 7, and 8. Plie, releve, just the toes, again, releve, just the toes, plie, releve, now straight, press up, one more straight, press up, lower straight, same thing second, plie, releve, just the toes, ankles don't move, not too wide of a second, just the toes, leave the ankles there, plie, releve, lower straight, press up, lower straight, press up, lower straight, tendu fifth, plie, releve, not susu, and toes, again, plie, releve, and toes, plie, releve, lower straight, and up, lower straight, and up, straight, other side fifth, last set, just the toes, plie, releve, lower straight, releve, lower straight, releve, lower straight, tendu first, and finish. Woo. All right, stretch out the calves, stretch out the arches. Was a lot on the toes and the calves and the glutes. So in fifth position, when we did that combination in fifth, that's really more obvious if we're rolling down and disengaging our glute muscles. And if we kind of come into this parallel position when we lower down, that means we're not utilizing the backs of our legs enough and really rotating from there. It means we might be relying on our ankles too much for our turnout and rolling, which is not good, especially in point shoes. So if you notice that when you roll down, it was kind of hard to maintain that turnout, it either means you're probably forcing that turnout up top, or you're not utilizing the backs of your legs enough when you roll down. So the same thing is true in first or second. We need to utilize the backs of our legs every time that we roll down. All right. A little break from releves, we're gonna do a little foot shaping exercise. So this one's nice and slow so we can really feel the articulation in our feet. We're gonna start first. We're gonna go tendu out 1 and 2, over the arch 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, little toes back 7 and 8. Same thing, side and back. Tendu out 2, over the arch 4, string 6, demi, and close into first. Same thing back, 1 and 2, over that big toe. Now we can be over that big toe. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, just the toes and push, just the toes and push, just the toes, push and close. And then we'll do the same thing from the left. So this is nice and slow so we can really feel heel when we do our tendus. Heel coming forward, demi, and toes point at the very end. Now we're shaping that foot, sitting the arch over the big toe. We're trying to leave the foot shape where it is. And now my little toes come back and slide into first. Second, nice and slow, over, seeing that heel forward, not a sickle, heel forward, leaving that box on the floor and straight. Same thing back, and two, turning out that knee as we send the heel down, straightening, and demi, and close, tendu, out, demi, push, push, and close. Yeah? So nice and slow to really feel the articulation in our feet. Here we go, first position. 6, 7, 8. Slow. 1, 2, over, 4, 5, 6. Little toes back. Side 1, 2. Over the arch, heel forward, rotating 5, 6. Slide it back in to the back. And over. And stretch. Slide it back in. And out. And demi, point, close to the left. And over, heel forward, stretch, little toes back as you close to the side. And over, stretch, and close. Really articulating the feet in those tendus. And close. Tendu, slide out, demi, point, close, and finish. Nice. Good. So now that we took a little break from relevés and got nice articulation warmed up, now let's go back to some relevés here. Do a variation of my usual combinations of sliding out and assembling up on one foot. So we're gonna add, let me just remember. Okay, I remember now. So we're gonna start in fifth. We're gonna slide out 1, oscillate to point, 2, pas de cheval down, closing fifth. Same thing side. Don't change, close front first. Pas de cheval, close fifth. To the back. Sous, pas de cheval, close fifth. Now we have our left foot in front, so we're going to do a little port de bras back with our chin facing our left side. 5, and 6, and 7. To the left. Slide out. Up to sous, pas de cheval, close fifth. To the side, slide out. Up to sous, pas de cheval, close fifth. To the back. Up to sous, pas de cheval, close fifth. And port de bras back over our right leg now. 6, 7, 8. Yeah? So with these slides out and up to sous and roll down, we need to make sure, like I've been talking about, that weight is over the ball of our foot the entire time. It doesn't mean we shouldn't have our heel pressing down towards the floor. We don't want to be like this the whole time. That will cause Achilles tendonitis. But it means we should just be able to slip a little piece of paper underneath our heel. We shouldn't be slamming our heel down. Yeah, I had a teacher that would tell us to squeeze oranges when we slide down. So you pretend there's a little orange underneath your heel, and you're gonna squeeze it, and then our heel presses down at the very end. So it's our toes and our thighs that are really catching us on the way down. Yeah, so 1, up to sous, pas de cheval, and fifth. Same thing side, same thing back, a little port de bras back, and then we'll go around to the left. One last thing with this pas de cheval, let's just take, instead of taking a sur le coup de pied today like we've been doing, let's just take a normal coupe front, Still turning out through the backs of the legs just as much, but kind of focusing more on the circular up and down motion instead of that sur le coup de pied. Yeah? All right, here we go. And 6, starting 5th, right foot front, sliding out up to Susu. Slide out, Susu, pas de cheval. Weight over the balls of the toes, out, Susu front, lift and lower, to the back, out, Susu, knees open and lower, port de bras back, head goes to the left, and slide out, Susu, pas de cheval, and 5th, slide out, Susu, pas de cheval, weight over the balls of the toes, out, Susu, pas de cheval, and 5th, and port de bras back, 6, 7, and finish, good. Beautiful. So let's repeat that. We're gonna do it one more time, and this time, now that we were really focusing on putting the weight over the balls of our feet, this time, and when we come up to Susu, kind of think of this, I said it quickly, but think of it like a circular motion. So instead of coupe and then come down, we want to think of it kind of like a wave or a gust of wind, kind of coming up, and then we lower down in a circular motion, whoosh, and lower down. So to the front, it's kind of up and down. To the side, we're thinking up and down. Yeah? So it's kind of more circular instead of coupe and extend out. So one more time. And that circular motion will kind of take the weight off of that landing as well. So we'll make it easier. Here we go. Take 2. 7 and 8. Slide out. Susu. Whoosh and lower. To the side. Out. Susu, little gust of wind up and lower. To the back. Up. Susu, knees open and lower. And port de bras back. To the left. Slide out. Susu, whoosh and lower. Keeping that weight over the balls of the toes. Up, squeeze the glutes. To the back. Susu, whoosh and lower, opening. And port de bras. And finish. Nice. Wonderful. All right. So now we're going to do, the theme of the class is how we're rolling through our feet. So we're going to do a little tendu exercise with one hand at the bar. Let's see. All right, and this is helping us practicing how we're rolling through our toes. Yeah, so I'm gonna demonstrate to the left first. So we're just gonna keep our arms side the whole time. We're gonna, let me hear the music first so I'm not saying it in a weird timing. Okay, I didn't want to demonstrate it really fast and the music comes on and we're like, what? So we're gonna start in 5th. We're gonna tendu front with our legs straight, kind of a straight leg tendu. Up and over, tendu back, up and over, and 5th. Tendu, plie. We're gonna slide the front foot to meet the back foot, up to susu, and down. Yeah, so these susus for this combination aren't the scooping susus we're gonna do later on. This one is one where the working leg meets the supporting leg and then slides back out. Yeah, so one more time. Tendu front, heel forward, up and over, and 5th. Tendu, extend, élanger, plie, up to susu, and down. Same thing side, up and over, touch your balance, up and over, close fifth front, tendu, plie fifth back, up to susu, and down, to the back, up and over, and fifth, tendu, plie, up to susu, down, tendu side, up and over, straight legs, no change, tendu, plie, up to susu, and then we're going to try to see if we can balance in a little susu and finish there. If you don't feel comfortable doing susu with one hand on the bar, you can always face susu, plie, and change, just kind of change your angle around, or do this whole thing facing the bar, because we're just going to do one side. If not, one hand on the bar. So for these kind of straight leg ton liés, we're going to work on walks later on in center, where we always step with the straight leg. So kind of same thing. We want to make sure that we're sending our heel forward, our weight over that supporting leg. Now our back heel comes forward as our front heel peels up off the floor. So we're really using our feet to move our body around. Our thighs aren't really doing any of the work. So one more time really quickly. Do up and over, fifth, out, plie, susu, down, side, up and over, fifth, out, plie, susu. Same thing to the back, same thing on quad, and then we're gonna balance susu. Either arms here if you feel ready, or you can keep your arms in first so they're a little closer to the bar if you need to grab it. I'm gonna move this just a little bit more. All right, right foot front. Okay, I think it's good. Really working on our foot articulation, how we're rolling through with our heel forward and straight ankle. Okay, here we go. And 6, and 7, and 8. Tendu front, up and over, close fifth. Tendu reach, plie, susu, and lower. Tendu side, up and over, no change, close front. Tendu, plie, susu, and lower. To the back, up and over. Tendu, plie, susu, plie. To the side. Tendu, plie, susu. We're going to balance. Let's take another 8 counts to balance. Making sure our heels are circling forward. We're engaging the backs of the legs. Our ribs are down. And lift through the fingertips. Plie. And finish. Good. Beautiful. All right, so if we're doing this right, our kind of our arches and our glutes should really be on fire right now. Good, let's go to the left side. And I noticed for myself, this side was especially hard, because I didn't have the bar, but also too, I noticed I was kind of rolling, which means I wasn't utilizing the backs of my legs enough, and that's why I kind of kept falling forward. So we really need to make sure, just like we worked on keeping those ankles straight, and when we go to the side, we're using the backs of our legs, rolling through with a straight ankle, rolling through with a straight ankle every time, and not kind of rolling on our ankles. All right, left side. And tendu front, up and over, fifth. Tendu, plie, front foot meets the back foot. To the side, engage the backs of the legs, straight ankles. Close fifth. Out, plie, working leg meets the supporting leg. To the back, up and over, the heels coming forward. Plie, susu, to this side, engaging the backs of the legs, rolling down straight. Up to Susu, and feel that balance, making sure those heels are circling forward, our lower abdominals are lifting up as our ribs are lowering down. If you have your arms in fifth high, making sure your elbows are open, and lift, and finish, and lower down, good. Nice. Good, yeah, whenever we're balancing with our arms in fifth high, flat shoes, point shoes, tap shoes, whatever, when your arms are here, make sure that in an effort to close our ribs and send our body forward, which is good, that we don't also let our elbows close in as well. We want our elbows and shoulders to be open in opposition of our ribs closing. So we don't want this, but we want that opposition, yeah? All right, enough of that. Let's get to more fast relevés. And practice holding and pushing even more out of our ribbons at the very end. So we want to keep those ankles straight, and when we do these relevés, we want to imagine that our arch is pushing out of the tops of our ribbons. So we're pushing through with the straight ankle each time. So we're going to start in first plie, and up, and 2, and 3, push, hold, and up, and 2, and 3, push and hold. Third set, 2, 3, push and hold. Come over and up, lower down, tendu second. Same thing in second. 3 relevés. The third one we're gonna hold and push even more over our arches, yeah? Like when we do our exercises, we wanna imagine that there's a wall right here, and we're pushing that wall with the tops of our arches. Not back here, out, 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 yeah. So 1, and 2, and 3, hold, and 2, 2, 3, hold and push, and 3, 2, 3, hold and push. Over those arches and those heels forward. Leave the heels where they are as you straighten, lower down. Same thing in second. There's just enough music for first and second, and then we'll stop the music and we'll repeat the same thing with our susus. All right, first position, making sure we're engaging the backs of the legs and plie releve with that straight ankle the whole time. We don't want to come into this territory and rolling in an effort to get more turnout, but we definitely don't want to be going back into our pinky toe, pushing right over that second metatarsal. All right, here we go. First position, 6, 7, 8, and up, and 2, 3, hold, and again. 2, we're springing up there, 3, push through those arches, third set, 2, 3, hold, and over, heel circling forward, and stretch, lower down to the second, up, 2, 3, over those arches, and second set. 2, 3, over those arches, send those heels forward, rotating, stretch, lower down, and back to first. Good, nice. All right, so now we're gonna repeat the same thing, scooping up into susu. So now we're not doing where the working leg meets the back leg like a adagio susu. Now we're scooping both toes underneath ourselves and scooching both toes out to land, yeah? So same thing, up 1 and 2 and 3, squeeze, rotate more, and up, 2, 3, squeeze and rotate more, up, 2, 3, squeeze and rotate. Here we go, a little over the arch. We can't do it super big, but make sure those heels are circling forward, straightening. Now we can just lower down and switch, go to the left side. Yeah, so scooping those toes and rotating those heels forward. In Susu, it's really tempting to start getting in this territory. So that's 4 counts of hold, making sure that we're rotating even more in that Susu. All right, here we go. 6, 7, 8, and scoop, and 2, and 3, rotate through the backs of the legs, and second set, rotating, third set, rotating, over the arches a little bit, and stretch, lower down, tendu, left side, up, 2, 3, rotating, lifting up, 1, 2, 3, rotating, lifting up, and third set, and a little bit over the arches, and up, lower down, and tendu change, good. All right, nice. Now that we got those scooping in there, let's move on. So we're going to do some échappés and scooping susus to kind of continue on that combination that we just did. So same thing that we just talked about. We want to be hitting a wall with the top of our arches each time we hit out into that échappé. And for our susu, we're scooping those toes right underneath ourselves. So we're going to have, let's see here, I feel like I'm falling off the rug. Okay, so 3 échappés in a susu. Plie and out, and 2, and 3, plie, scoop, susu. Again, and out, and 2, hit the wall, plie, susu. Now 1, plie, susu, 1, plie, susu, plie, coupe, passe, and coupe, and down. Plie, out, 2, 3, plie, susu, out, 2, 3, plie, susu, out, plie, susu, out, plie, susu, plie, coupe first, then up to passe, back down to susu, and plie. Yeah, let me make sure this music, I forget if we plie on the 1 or the 8, so let's see here together. Plie, out, 2, 3, plie, susu, plie, and out. Yeah, so we plie to prepare on the 8, so we're out and up over our boxes on the 1. Yeah, so really hitting that wall with our arches each time and making sure the backs of our legs are engaged so that we're rotating those heels forward in the échappé and not going out to a turned in échappé. All right, here we go. Right foot front, 3 échappé susu, 3 échappé susus, 1 susu, 1 susu, drawing it up to passe and back to susu. Plie on 8 to prepare to go to the left side. Yeah. And actually, we might need to stop before left side. So let's just do right side. I'm gonna come over really fast. I don't think it's gonna last for 2 sets. So we'll have a little bit of time to rest, and then we'll go to the left side. Here we go. 7, 8, and out. 2, 3, plie, scoop, and out. Hit that wall. 2, 3, up, susu, out, susu, out, susu, plie, coupe, passe, coupe, susu, and finish. Good. All right. Beautiful. Let's go to the left side. Really hitting that out and holding it like we just worked on with those plie releves. Here we go. 7, 8, and out. And 2, 3, scoop, and out. And 2, and 3, and scoop, and out, and scoop, out, susu, coupe, passe, coupe, susu. There we go. Beautiful. All right, nice. We're gonna finish, actually, let's do this one too. Now, let's finish at the bar with a little ankle stability exercise. I don't think we've done this one for a while. Be fine. Yeah, there we go. So I think it's been a while since we've done this one. But we're working on keeping our ankle strong, supporting like a steel pole while our working leg is frolicking all around. So we're gonna have 5, 6, prepare up susu, 7, hold 8. I'm gonna be turning so you can see me, but we're just gonna be facing the bar for this one. So 8, dégagés on point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the side. 1, 2, this one's harder. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up and down, that circular pas cheval motion. Susu to the left. And 8. 8 to the back. 8 to the side. Up and lower. Susu and finish. Yeah. So we're really trying to make sure that we're squeezing the backs of the legs and keeping that ankle nice and straight and strong, drilling a hole down into the floor as this leg is nice and sharp. To the side, it's especially hard to not kind of break in the ankle. So we really need to push out through our ribbons like we just worked on for the échappé, pushing our arches out of our ribbons, drilling a hole down into the floor, squeezing our glutes in the backs of the legs, so that we can go to the side nice and fast without our supporting leg wobbling at all. So 8 to the front, 8 to the back, 8 to the side, little pas cheval, lower, susu, and then we'll go to the left. And that's our last thing at bar. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can get there fast enough. So we're going to susu on 7. Here we go. 8. Hold on, sorry. I'm not sure if I didn't start it all the way back, but that seemed like a very quiet intro. All right, I'll give us an and so we're all ready. And 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 to the side. 8, squeezing the backs of the legs, strong arches. Pas cheval, lower, up to susu, to the left. And again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and side. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, up, down, susu, and finish. Good. Nice. All right, ankles are strong like steel. So we're gonna come to the center and practice some walking and adagio type stuff. Nothing on point. All right. Get my weird bar contraption out of the way. Make sure I don't trip on Polar's toys. All right, so last thing for today, we're gonna do this probably a couple times. We're gonna practice those walks that we've been working on the past few classes and a few adagio type stepping stuff. Really trying to put together all the stuff that we worked on at bar, making sure that we're rolling through, sending our heel forward, utilizing, engaging the backs of the legs, and make sure that our ankles are going up and down, nice and straight, not sickling, and definitely not rolling on our arches as well. So let me just play the music to remember what our timing was. All right, so you might, depending on what space or environment you're working in, you might kind of have to fudge around where we walk. We're gonna start out with 8 walks, so you kind of might have to make your own little path here. So let's start in B+, kind of get off as far to the left as you can because we're gonna be doing lots of walks down here. I think I'm still in frame. So we're gonna have 8 walks. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Start turning around 5 and 6 and 7. Step to a tendu 8. Lift up to arabesque 1 and 2. Down 3. 5th 4. Step 1. Close those ribs down, engage the backs of legs, and 5th and step B+ to the left. And 1 and 2, 8 walks, and 3 and 4, start turning around, 5 and 6 and 7, tendu arabesque 8, lifting up for 2 counts, 1 and 2 and 3, 5th on Foss, pas de cheval, step on a straight leg, 5, closing 5th, and 7, B+8. Yeah, so 8 walks, 8th one we land, and a tendu arabesque, up for 2 counts, down for 2 counts, step, and 5th, and step, B+. Yeah, so with these walks, we want to remember, just like we worked on at that bar, going up and over, that same thing. We want to send that heel forward as we step up and over onto a straight leg. Heel forward, step up and over onto a straight leg. Every time, yeah. And with these walks, it's the one time that you can kind of put your weight back. We always talk about ribs forward, weight forward, shoulders forward. With walks, you have the luxury of kind of leaning our upper body back this time to make it look very, almost kind of lazy and luxurious-like. Now for this tendu into arabesque, we need to make sure that we're squeezing like crazy the supporting side, our supporting side glutes, and lifting up on that opposite side. So lifting up on that left side as our right leg lifts up, tendu, and fit. And with these steps, making sure that we're not rolling or sickling, we're engaging the backs of the legs as we roll onto a straight leg and fit. Plie pas de cheval, roll onto a straight ankle and B+. Yeah, let's just mark the right side with music and then we'll do it right and left. And I think we only have time to do it once, so let's just mark it first and kind of map out your pattern. So just marking 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Really good over to the right side. 5, 6, and 7. Tendu 8. Lifting that left shoulder back. Arabesque. Tendu. And 5th. Plie. Step onto a straight leg. And 5th. Plie. Step onto a straight leg. B plus. To the left. Yeah? All right, here we go. So we're just gonna do this once. So here's our final performance. Taking care how we walk through the feet. All right, so this one just has like a 2 slow count intro or 4 fast counts, however you count it. So here we go. 7 and 8 and 1, 2, sending that heel forward, 4, kind of leaning back, 5, 6, 7, tendu arabesque on 8, left shoulder back, lift up to arabesque, lower down, and 5th, plie, step onto a straight leg, step onto a straight leg, B plus to the left, heel forward, shoulders back, and 3, and 4, start turning around, keeping those heels coming forward, 7, tendu arabesque 8, 1, and 2, 3, squeezing the backs of the legs as you step onto a straight leg, and 5th, onto a straight leg, B plus, and finish. Beautiful, good. Nice. All right. Let's just stretch out the calves with some music really fast. To finish off with, I'll play some luxurious music. Here we go. So just find a wall. We're just gonna stretch out our calves. So start with a straight back leg. Stretch those calves out. And then to get more of an Achilles stretch, you can bend that back leg just a little bit. Trying to keep the heel on the ground if you can. I can't. But get more of an Achilles stretch. Good, let's go to the left side. And straight back leg first. And now bend the back knee to get more of a lower Achilles stretch. Good, nice. All right, yay, thank you everyone. Thanks for putting on your boots again one more morning, doing some point with me. Bye, thank you.